For the first time, a new branch of this nation's armed forces will be highlighted at this year's Armed Forces Day Parade here in downtown Chattanooga. Friday's parade, the longest-running armed forces parade in the country, begins at 10:30 a.m. on Market Street and runs from Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard to 4th Street. Mickey McCamish, retired U.S. Navy captain, is a member of the parade organizing committee. Mickey, thanks for joining us.
Ray, thanks so much for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here at WUTC.
Tell us more about this parade.
Ray, whenever I first returned to Chattanooga back in 2008, this was the first committee in our community that I joined. And the reason I did that is because I remember the steps that I took back in the late 50s marching in this parade. And so Armed Forces Parade is the longest continuous running parade here in Chattanooga and the nation at 76 years.
What will we see this year?
Well, Ray, even though it's a 76th year, there's a first this year. And the first is that it's a new branch to our military, which is a Space Force. And a Space Force was actually created as part of the Navy, part of the Air Force that dealt with space. You stop and you think about it, there's a lot of the astronauts that are both Air Force and Navy, some Marines in there, but it's a combination of the aeronautical capability of both branches that are coming together to form the Space Force. And this year, the chief of the Space Force is General Saltzman. And General Saltzman will be our keynote. He'll be our senior reviewing officer, and he'll also be the keynote speaker at the luncheon. So even though it's a 76th year, it is a first this year.
We have the parade, we have a luncheon. Walk us through the day. What begins, where do we go?
The parade will step off at 10:30 in the morning, and then we'll continue down M.L. King and Market Street all the way to Aquarium Way, make a left on Aquarium Way, and the reviewing stand will be at Aquarium Way and Broad Street. So it's a little over a mile in terms of the parade route. And then following the parade will be the luncheon. And the luncheon will be at the convention center. And it will start at noontime. And I might also mention that if businesses, groups would like to participate in the parade, we can get you in right up until the last moment. All you need to do is go to the Chattanooga Area Veterans Council website, click on the Armed Forces Day, and there's a registration form right there. Easy to complete right online. And there's also a luncheon reservation form there. The tables are $350 apiece. It includes a total of 8 at the table, but one of those is an active duty military person. So you'll have 7 guests and then the 1 military person.
Talk more about the significance of this parade to this community.
It's one of the ways that we label ourselves the most patriotic city in America. This parade, being the longest continuous running parade in these United States, just states exactly why we're the most patriotic city in America. It makes quite a statement, and we walk or talk. Well, here's an example of walking the talk of where we are the most patriotic city in America, and this parade states that.
And when we talk about this parade, we have all of these units from all of these branches of our armed services.
Every branch, of course, of the armed service will be represented there, along with high schools. I mean, we've got a massive high school band that, I believe last count I heard, there was like about 12 high school bands in the mass band. But then you also have Brainerd High School Band, and you also have traditionally the Howard High School Band that always brings up the parade. That's a parade tradition. So you not only have that, you have numerous companies that come in and participate in the parade as well. So it does have a lot of community involvement. Right now, we're at about 115 units that are participating in the parade, and that will only continue to grow. One of the bands that's participating, I might make note of, is the Lookout Valley Junior High School Band. And the reason I mention that is because you might recall a story here not too long ago about their band uniforms. So what they'll be doing is they'll be wearing their new band uniforms in the parade down Market Street this year.
And for people who want to learn more about this year's parade and luncheon and everything at the Veterans Council, where can they go online?
chatareaveterans.com, and then click on Armed Forces Day, and it gives all of the information right there.
All right. Mickey, thanks so much.
Thank you, Ray. Thanks for having me.